All right, I'm going to show you how to edit your sidebar. So your sidebar shows up on every single page that a student is looking at on your website. So these are your main topics that they're gonna need to click on. So the way we edit that is you go into the setting button. So there's several options. Most of them are fairly obvious, like print page. It's gonna be what it says. The two that we're going to look at in this class are manage site and edit site layout. And if you think about it, what you're doing is you are editing the site layout. You're changing how things look on the layout. So I'm going to click that one, and it gives me some different choices. And you can see when I move to the middle of the page, nothing's highlighted, nothing can really happen. So this one's only changing my top and my side. So if I click on the highlighted area, it gives me some different options of what I want to do, of what I want to title it. So maybe instead of navigation, I want to call it like class resources. Here's the button you would either check or not check. If this is checked, any page you create will end up on the left. I would encourage you to uncheck that and then to choose the ones that you actually want there, because as you start to build your site, you're going to get a lot of pages and you're not going to want everything to be on that sidebar. And once I uncheck that, so that's checked, this is unchecked, now it's asking me which pages do I actually want on there. So I'm going to add the page that I made called Contact Me. So that pulls up, I click on Contact Me, it's highlighted, I click OK, and now that will be there. Okay, I'm also going to keep my home page there. Now I can highlight them and move them up and down. I could also delete them with the trash can, or I could click on the arrows to move them in or out as a different type of menu. Another option I could have is to add a URL, so that's to add a website that's just out there on the internet that might be helpful to my students. So I'm going to click on that one. I want to add multiplication.com for my students to easily get to. So I'm just going to copy that URL, go back to my site, I'm going to paste it where it says URL or email. How do I want it to show up? I want it to just say multiplication.com. So that way on my website it'll say multiplication.com, and when they click on it, it'll take them to the URL. Then you have an option if they want it to open in a new window for the student or just take them right there. I'm going to go ahead and leave it as it is and click OK. So now I have three things: home, contact me, multiplication.com. To me, it makes sense to move my contact me to the bottom. That's just usually how it's set up. And then you can either keep that link to the sitemap or take it off. There's really no reason for a student to see that, so I take it off just to make things as clear as possible. When I click OK, it is saved. Go ahead and click the close button. And that's how it looks now. So I have my class resources. Home is a little bit darker because that's the page I'm on. Now I could go to multiplication.com or contact me. So I'll click on multiplication.com, takes them there, click the back button, contact me, takes you to that page that you already made. Anytime I want to go back to the home page, I can click on home, or I can click on my heading up there that's on all the pages.